نحمده ونصلي على رسوله الكريم وعلى آله وصحبه وبعد فأعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم السلام عليكم ورحمة الله وبركاته رب اشرح لي صدري ويسر لي أمري واحلل عقدة من لساني يفقه قولي ربنا زدنا علما آمين يا رب العالمين. Welcome everyone to a new session of Advanced Arabic Grammar Studies, and we are studying the poetic book on I'rab, Mulhatul I'rab. So, inshallah, let's continue with our lesson for today. We have been learning about the exam of Afal, and till now we have done how many we have done about the we have learned about the kinds of the afal, and learned about the alamat of finding the afal. So let's continue with the reading, inshallah. Okay. Bismillah. باب قسمة الأفعال. وإن أردت قسمة الأفعال لينجلي عنك سدى الإشكال فهي ثلاث ما لهن رابع ماض والفعل أمري والمضارع وكل ما يصلح فيه أمسي فإنه ماض بغير لبس وحكمه فتح الأخير منه كقولهم سار وبان منه عنه والأمر مبني على السكون مثاله أحذر صفقة المغبون وإن تلاه ألف ولام فاكسر وقل ليكمل غلام وإن أمرت من سعى ومن غدا فأسكت الحرف الأخير أبدا تقول يا زيد أغد في يوم الأحد واسع إلى الخيرات لقيت الرشد لقيت الرشد. Okay, this is this slide. Okay. وهكذا قولك في الرم من ربا وهزو على ذلك في مستبهما, or you can say في مستبهما والأمر من خاف خف العقاب ومن أجاد أجد الجواب وإن يكن أمرك للمؤنث فقل لها خافي رجال الأبس. Alhamdulillah, this is the topic that we have been learning. Uh, this is the last session. We are learning about the exam of the Afal. So let's continue. We learned that to find out about, according to Imam Al-Hariri, that if we are going to put, to find a fail, to see if it is the fail madi or not, we need to put ups with the other conditions that can tell us that this verb is a fairly madi verb. But according to other scholars, that putting ums or adding ums to a sentence or to a fail doesn't always tell us that this fail is past tense. So, but 99% words can have ums added to it, and we also did about that examples that told us that by putting these two words, we notice that putting ups is not always the reason for finding a fi'l madi. So these are the two examples that we did yesterday, like putting the fairly mudari. This sentence is giving us the fairly madi. meaning, but you can see that we have put here the family mudari form of a fi'l. So this part is not, you can say that is not by putting it is not always necessary that a verb will be a family madi verb. Again, this was also indicating that it's a future tense verb, but here you can see as we are using here the past tense, but because this sentence that this sentence is the future tense, expressing future tense, so we cannot put here. And then we also learned that these default verbs, these are the felimadi verbs, the first forms, the hua forms, and they all ends with a fatha. And inshallah, this next line that we are starting from today is وَحُكْمُهُ فَتْحُ الْأَخِيرِ مِنْهُ كَقَوْلِهِمْ سَارَ وَبَانَ أَنْهُ. So according to Imam al-Hariri, the rule is وَحُكْمُهُ, the rule for the فعل ماضي who is referring back to فعل ماضي فَتْحُ الْأَخِيرِ مِنْهُ, that there is a fatha at the end of it. So you can see here the default. We are going to see the other types of فعل ماضي today, inshallah. But according to Imam al-Hariri, that he is talking about the default version of the فعل ماضي, and that is the huwa version, that it always ends with a fatha. So فحكمه فتح الأخير منه كقولهم, and he has given the examples of Sarah. Sarah Yasiru means to walk. Vabana means to Vabana Anhu, because An is used here, so it means to go away. Otherwise, Bana can be to make something clear. So, according to him, the two examples are Sara, Vabana, and they both end with a fatha. And with a fatha, and you can see the other examples here. These are all the examples of فعل ماضي. Amala, Zahaba, Kharaja, Istaghfara, Allama, Jahada. They are different families that we can see here, and they are all ending with a fatha. And this is also one condition of finding فعل ماضي, that the rule for فعل ماضي is that its default state has a fatha in the end, and that is a huwa version. So let's see what are the other alamat that we can find فعل ماضي. The alamat فعل ماضي ta tani sakina, when we have already learned about this in our Nahu section, that for فعل ماضي that there is a ta tani sakina. Zainab katabat. So here, this ta tanis only comes with the fa'ile madi. This ta with the sukun, or we can say ta tanis sakina, tanis from mu'nas, and that means for this version is only used for the female here version. Zainab katabat. So this tasukun is telling us that this verb is fa'ile madi. So this is one condition to find a fa'ile madi form. Tatani sakna, a word ending with tatani sakna is a fa'ile madi. So what is the next alama? The alama for fa'ile madi, ta fa'il or ta mutakallim. So we can see here that here ta fa'il, or you can say ta mutakallim. Ta mutakallim is ana katabtu. So here katabta, katabti, katabtu, these are all ta fa'il, or here this is the ta mutakallim katabtu. So this is another uh, way of finding a fa'il madi, that we see ta fa'il or ta mutakallim at the end of a word. Also, according to Imam al-Hariri, that the whole means can enter or can be put or added to a sentence, and we have done this in detail. That some scholars think that this is not a good example, but 90, as I mentioned, that almost all the words we can put, but sometimes it doesn't work. So these are the three conditions to find فعل ماضي, تا تاني ساكنة, تا فاعل أو تا متكلم in the end of the words, and then these words will be our فعل ماضي and the whole These are the uh, three conditions for علامة of فعل ماضي. So كيف نفرق بين تا فاعل وتا تانيث? How to differentiate between تا فاعل وتا تانيث? تعطي فاعل متحركة فتحة ضمة and كسرة. فاعل always come it's always متحركة means it carries a حركة. It can be فتحة ضمة or كسرة like فعلت فعلت فعلتي. وتعني ساكنة it is always with a سكون it is ساكن. لكن إذا جاء بعدها ألف ساكنة أصبحت حركة التاء كسرة لمنع اتقاء الساكنين. So that means this is a rule when two سكونز meet التقاء الساكنين, then it is not allowed to put the sukun, and then we can put a kasra to join the first and the second sukun together. So we will have a kasra on the first letter. Like you can see here, katabat. Yeah, this is katabat. There is a sukun for tari sakina, but as because of this rule, if the guy sakinain, you can see here because this lam has a sukun here and this ta has a sukun, so these two sukuns cannot meet. So we need to put a fatha, we need to put a kasra under ta to join them and to pronounce it. Katabatil fatah. So here, this you can see because of iltika sakinain, we need to put a ta under it. So, and the meaning will tell us that this is a ta tani sakina. Otherwise, how can we differentiate that the ta file will always be mutaharika? It will carry a fatha, it will carry haraka, fatha dama or kasra. So, مثاله كتبت الفتاة واجبها المدرسي. So this is the examples for تاتاريس ساكنة. Okay, this is حكمه فتح الأخير منه. This is the hukum for فعل ماضي that it will carry a fatha in the end, آخر, in the آخر, أخيري, كقولهم سار وبانا. These are أنه. So this is the example. As I mentioned, سار وبانا both are having a fatha in the end, and this is a فعل ماضي. حكمه, this is going back to فعل ماضي. And these are the examples. Amala, Zahaba, Kharaja, Istaghfara, Allama, Jahada. You can see all they are all ending with a fatha. So Ahwal al-Fi'l Madi. So here are Ahwal means the halat. There are three halat or conditions you can say that can be applied to Fi'l Madi. To how we can give the i'rab to فعل ماضي and how we can find فعل ماضي. So the first condition, the حالة الأولى, the first condition is يبنى الفعل ماضي على الفتحة, and this we already did learn a little intro about this, that all the فعل ماضي ends with a fatha. This is the first condition to find a فعل ماضي. Yubra means mabni al fatha. You can also write it mabni al fatha. Mabni means fixed. So this فعل ماضي form, this huwa form, will always end with a fatha. So we can say this is mabni al fatha. Mabni al fatha. Or we can say the yubra means it is mabni or fixed. And the فعل ماضي is fixed on a fatha. Alright, mabni al fatha. So this is the first condition. You can see the example. Kataba talibu ad-darsa. Okay, so here you can see, here this fatha is telling us that this is a فعل ماضي. Alright, so see the example. ذهب زيد إلى البيت. ذهب زيد إلى البيت. فعل ماضي مبني على الفتحة here. Alright, so this will carry, inshallah I will add the damas here because they are a file marfu, so they will get a dama here. Alright, so ذهب زيد إلى البيت. كتب الطالب الدرس. Here we will add a single dama because you know that with all we cannot put the tanween and it will get double damas. زيد ذهب زيد إلى البيت. So because this is the mansoob detail and this is a jar majroor segment. So this is how we are going to say mabni al fatha. Please remember this and it will help you when we will start Arab section. So this is how you're going to put the Arab that Babri al Fatha you are going to add here. Inshallah, we'll do some practice also. Kataba, this is Babri al Fatha. This is fixed on a Fatha. Fixed on a Fatha. You can see here, this is a Fatha here. Okay, so this was the Halat Ula, the first condition that it is Babri al Fatha, Fi'l Madi is fixed on a Fatha. Now Halat Saniya, the second Halat or the second condition. Yubra al Fi'l Madi al Dam means it is fixed on a Dhamma. And here we will not say Dhamma because for when we are using the Babri, we will add it with Dam. Yubra al Fi'l Madi al Dam. And when it is al-dam, this is the condition, اتصلت به واو الجمع. When it is attached with waw al-jama. And we already learned about waw al-jama'a, that what is this? That this is the plural, that home form of waw. And before that, a verb will have, the third letter will have a dhamma, like katabu, zahabu. So whatever the verb you are using, you can here that is, you can see the example. Kharaju, istaghfaru, allamu, jahadu. You will add here all the dhammas when we are adding the vowel jama. So the second condition is jubra al fi'l madi ala dam when iza ittasalat bihi vowel jama. So when it is connected with vowel jama, then fi'l madi is fixed on a dhamma. Fixed on a dhamma. It is when this is vowel jama, this is alif al farika, and here the third letter of a verb, the last root letter, you know that this root it has three root letters, kaf, ta, and ba. So this third, the last letter or a root letter will get a dhamma in the second condition where it is attached to isa ittasalat bihi vowel jama. So at-tullabu katabu darsa, at-tullabu zahabu ilal bayti. So mabni ala dam iza ittasalat bihi wawul jama'a. I will encourage you all to please remember these terms and try to memorize them because it will help us to do our Arab. Alhamdulillah. So the Arab you can write as Fele Madi because this is Fele Madi. Babri. Babri, this is Fale Madi is Babri. Babri is the second condition. Aladdam. Fale Madi, Babri, Aladdam. When, write the condition here. When it is Aladdam. Littisalihi biwawul jama. When it is connected with vowel jama'a. Vowel jama'a, it will be Fale Madi, Babri, Aladdam. Alright? So, the third root letter or the last root letter will get a dhamma in the second condition. Yumna ala fi'li madi ala dam is it tasalat bihi vowel jama. So you can see here hum zahabu zahabu. How you are going to write the i'rab? Fi'li madi mabni ala dam litisalihi bi vowel jama. And what is this? What is this vowel jama'a? This vowel jama'a is damir muttasil because this is the damir. You know that this is a file, this is a damir, and we already learned about this that this is not the herb, this is a damir muttasil because this is attached. We are writing the term muttasil fi mahli rafa file. Fi mahli rafa means in the place of rafa, and this is a rafa file because we know that the file is always marfu, it is always rafa. So in place of the file, we will write it faili madi mabni ala dam littisali. Why? The condition will be added here littisalihi bi wawul jama. And what is wawul jama? Wawul jama damir muttasil fi mahli rafa file. This is how we are going to write the Arab for this word. Inshallah, we are starting our Arab session, and inshallah, we will see that how if we will do the practice of these all Arab. Inshallah, it will be easy for you to memorize these terms. but this is how you are going to write the إعراب for فعل ماضي. So, ذهبوا is فعل ماضي مبني. This is, just remember that this is the fixed term that you are going to write فعل ماضي مبني. And you'll see what is the third letter have. This has a dhamma. You will write مبني على الضم. Okay, just be careful that this term is dependent on the third letter or the last root letter. So it has a dhamma, just put it dhamma, aladam. And write the reason now. Just add the reason, littasali bi vowel jama. And then write about vowel jama. What is vowel jama? Vowel jama is the mean muttasil fi mahdi rafa file, because it is a file. Alhamdulillah. So this is the second condition, that the fa'il madi is fixed on a number. Yubna al fa'il madi ala dam. And when it is dam fixed on a number, إذا اتصلت به واو الجمع. The first condition is that this is mabni al fatha. Second condition is that it is mabni al dam. All right. Now, what is the last condition for today? Inshallah, this is the last thing that we are learning. That the third condition is when فعل ماضي is مبني على السكون. When a فعل ماضي is يبنى على السكون, or you can say مبني على السكون. All right. Okay, I think I should end the session here, and we will continue this Halat Salisa in our next session, inshallah. Because I want to keep these sessions short, so you can get proper time to review, and inshallah, I just think that this is when the sessions are quite smaller, so it we get more motivated to just review lessons, inshallah. So see you in the next sessions, all of you. Barakallahu feekum. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.